perhaps it could help, right? What am I doing? It will help, right? So I'm going to start from that image particularly, and then from there we start our class. So let me delete this and let me paste. Okay. So this is the diagram, and this is for a bearish storyline. Sorry, ignore this. I was supposed to write something like bearish storyline, so I wrote bullish storyline by mistake. All right, so this is a weekly time frame. This frame right here is the weekly time frame. All right, so what I did was to give a breakdown of what is happening and how we can get a setup from a weekly storyline from the 4 hour time frame or from the 1 hour time frame. Depends. You understand? Because like I said from here, I said entry and refinement. And from here, you can also enter, you can also get an entry. But because we don't want to use aggressive entry, which is from the obstacle, then we have to wait for refinement and entry. So let's start from the weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame. I'm making this record because the previous one I did, the previous record I did explaining this was a perfect record. But unfortunately now, I after playing that video, there was a kind of break like that, and I don't like it. That is why I don't like using Telegram to record my session. I don't know, maybe because of a network issue or connection issue. I don't know. That's why I don't like using it. So I think that I should re-talk about it again, record it, and then I'll post it on my YouTube. But I will have to private it or list it so that people who are paying for mentorship will have access to it. You understand? So I will try to make a proper um, documentation about this, then try to show us on the chat. I don't even have any example to show you guys on the chat because the example I had, it was on the previous video. I don't know now, but I can still try. So what am I saying? Let's come back to the chart now. So from the schematic here or the diagram here, we can see that the weekly time frame started a bearish storyline. All right, the weekly time frame started a bearish storyline, not from here, from here, because why? This is a key level. Are you getting me? This is a key level line. So if this is a key level line, price rejected the key level, what happened is we have a massive drop to the downside. You understand? Even without going to the lower time frame, we already know that there is a confirmation. But this is the lower time frame, which is the daily time frame. So since this is the lower time frame, that means we have what? The breakout. You understand? All right, so the weekly time frame is rejecting a key level, a weekly key level. Now, what I said something like this on the group. I said if weekly is rejecting weekly, let's say weekly is rejecting weekly key level, then you will get to see your what? what's it called? If weekly is rejecting weekly, then the weekly will be your target. Am I making sense? If weekly is rejecting weekly, then the weekly will be your what? Your target. The target can be either from a previous key level or from the current what's it called? From the current movement. That's where the key level will start, but it will be on the weekly time frame. What do I mean by um, current structure? Let's say let's say something like okay, let's say something like this. Let's say something like this. Um what you see right here, there's a bullish storyline correct on the weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame now. Now this is a current structure. Oh, sorry, this is a previous structure, previous high, correct? This is a previous high. Now, from the current structure, let's assume that this high was not existing. Now we have this. You can see how the mitigation happened right there. You can see how price mitigates that key level. Can you see that? So the rejection or the weekly target, since weekly started a bullish storyline from here, um, since weekly started a bullish storyline from here, the weekly will be your target. This is a previous structure and this is a previous structure. So while you are trading, you also let's say prevention, you have a bullish storyline, and this is your weekly target. And why price is trading to that level, the what's it called? You also have to observe if that week give you a current structure rejection, so that it will not start a bearish storyline and come and eat your XA back. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, right? So let's come back to what we are doing. So from here, you can see this is the weekly target. Now, back to this. This is your daily confirmation. If you have a weekly reject weekly, daily will be your what? Your confirmation, isn't it? Daily will be your what? Your confirmation. So since daily is for your confirmation, since daily is for your confirmation, that means the weekly is what? Bearish. We've gotten the confirmation. Weekly is what? Bearish. Now, this week that is bearish sometimes will not just start dropping like that. Sometimes, listen to me, I say sometimes because most time it's drop. But sometimes it will not drop like that. Sometimes you get a pullback to a certain level before price drop. That is why we have this arrow right here. We have this arrow. Now, this pullback that you are seeing right here might take the upcoming week for this pullback to happen. It might take the upcoming week for what? For this pullback to happen. Now, what can cause this pullback? The lower time, if weekly started a bearish storyline or a bullish storyline, the daily time frame should be where you get your obstacle. Am I making sense? The daily time frame is where you get your what? Your obstacle. If weekly started the bearish storyline, the daily time frame is where you get your what? Your obstacle. So the obstacle can start this pullback, and sometimes it might be, let's say on Monday might drop, on Tuesday might give you the pullback, on Wednesday, on Thursday, then on Friday we start the dropping again. So that's why I say sometimes it takes the whole of the week to give you this pullback. Are you with me? Now, price can come to this A level, which is this support stone resistance, this one you see here, or it can come to this B level, which is this A shape right here, which should be like a Kosomodo in the lower what time frame. The daily time frame is the lower time frame for the weekly time frame. Are you with me? Now, moving on, since price has dropped to this level and there's an obstacle, what do we do? Because we are intra trading, what do? We have to wait for the daily to reject this obstacle and give us a breakout to the upper side. And if the daily rejects this obstacle and give us a breakout to the upper side, then we'll start what? Looking for the what? For the buy. We have to see price drop something like this, then we'll do what? Look for the buy. Are you with me? You have to see price, do something like that, something like this before what? Buying. Some people might decide to buy aggressively from here, but it doesn't make sense because even this is already counter trading. So it is even risky buying with confirmation than buying aggressively. So confirmation will reduce the risk at least. Are you with me? Confirmation will reduce the risk at least. So if you get confirmation and you enter, sometimes you get excess. Sometimes price will hit your stop loss. Sometimes price will go to your TP. Are you with me? Sometimes price will just go to your TP like that. It happens. Do I make sense? Now, since 4 hours has given us a breakout on the lower time frame, meaning that we have to look for what? For entry. We have to look for what? Entry. Now let's say, oh, we are going to use this level here for entry. Let's assume we are going to use this level here for entry. We have gotten 4 hours entry for what? For the daily time frame. We have gotten entry for what? For the daily time frame. Are you with me? Now, since 4 hours has given us an entry, let's now say, oh, the stop loss we use is too tight. Let's refine it. That is when you now come to 1 hour. Meanwhile, we will be targeting what? We will be targeting the daily what? The daily level, which is this one, weekly level, daily level, 4 hour level. We'll be targeting them. You see how it's created liquidity around it. This is just how it is. That is why I wrote here that this pullback can take few days to complete before the actual drop, weekly dump. Before the weekly dump. Since we are looking for the sell, it will take week or days for this pullback to complete before the dump. And I wrote here that the daily obstacle can start the storyline for 4 hours. What do I really mean here? I think I made a mistake. The daily obstacle can start the storyline for 4 hours. So if the daily is rejecting daily, that the same time frame that is rejecting the daily can start the obstacle for 4 hours, or 4 hours rather can start that obstacle instead of the daily. Let me show you what I mean. I think I saw something like that on EU or Oxy USD. Should be Oxy USD. Let me check. Should be Oxy USD. What am I saying? The daily is bearish. The daily is bearish. 4 hours is rejecting 4 hours. 4 hours is rejecting 4 hours. The same 4 hours started the bearish storyline from here. A bullish storyline, I mean to say, a bullish storyline from here. I think that is what I meant there. I don't know, but I think I made a mistake or something. But I suspect that is what I meant there. I don't know the pay one account they do that thing before. Nairo USD. Shy. Mess up. Okay, yeah. So you see how we're able to come to this conclusion now. Can you see how we're able to come to this conclusion and how we're able to get this right here? You see it now. So one thing first we did was to get weekly. If the weekly is bearish or bullish, then the target. That is the first thing first. Second thing first was to observe the obstacle. Note it down. Second thing first was to observe what? The obstacle. And where is price rejecting from? Either from the current structure or from the previous structure, just like what I showed you. Current structure or from the previous structure. If price started a bullish storyline, you attack it. Make sure you know your target. You understand me? Make sure you know your target. Now let's go to the chart. Let's follow this same procedure again and let's see what happened. Are you with me? What is the time now? Okay. So this is just, oh, three people joined the live. I not believe with this one now. Ha. Wow. Here this one's the right back. Come this place. So I'm going to clear the chat now. So I will start from. Should I pick any pay? Abi, how do you guys want me to do it? I wanted to show us what we are doing first before I do top down analysis on the chart. I wanted to show us a quick one, a quick one, a quick one. I wanted to show us a quick one before we do top down analysis first. Let's start with the daily time frame. But on the daily time frame, first the daily time frame. Let's start with Oxy USD. Now, on Oxy USD, the weekly is bullish. You can see series of series of rejection from here. We have that one. We have this one. We even have a current structural rejection from here. Can you see? So all these are rejection. And what happened on the lower time frame? We had a breakout. Can you see that? We do what? We have a breakout. Now, listen. Now, since weekly has given us a breakout, meaning that weekly is what? Bullish, Abi. Meaning that weekly is what? Bullish, Shebi. Now, so since weekly is bullish, where will be your target? Weekly is bullish. Shit. Let me read this. Bullish. Since weekly is bullish, where will be your target? Where will be your target? Weekly as well, isn't it? Weekly. I bet not carry a machine come on for here. Weekly will be your what? Your target. Now, looking at this place, where do you think has a nice rejection level? Oh God. Where do you think has a nice rejection level? We have an A shape from here. That's a nice key level. We have what? An A shape from there. Can you see it? Weekly is bullish. Weekly is the target. We also have what? A nice shape from there. Now, I don't know. I think I have to check other pair. I think I have to check other broker to see if price actually rejects this level. I think I have to check it. Let me quickly check. Let me quickly do that. Sorry. Let me quickly do that. It is very, very important so that I will know that price is rejecting that level or not. Let me check for Sasu. Let me see if price is rejecting that level. Price is not rejecting that level. Price is not what? Rejecting that level. Two broker cannot be wrong. I don't think so. All right. Now, price is not what? Rejecting that level. So since price is not rejecting that level, that means we are still what? Bullish. That means we are still what? Bullish. Now you see the weekly is bullish, meaning that we are ought to buy you, correct? But we are having a sell. Why are we not buying? That is another question. Now, what do you think is causing this sell? The daily what? The daily obstacle is what? Causing that what? That sell. That is what is causing that what? That sell. Okay, one person don't come out. That is what is causing that what? That sell. Now, we already had weekly target, meaning that price will come here price will come here. So now let's go to the daily time frame. Meanwhile, on that diagram, I drew that weekly is rejecting a key level. Then I put an entry from there. So let's just assume that this is the entry. All right, this is the entry for the weekly time frame. So now let's go back to the daily time frame. Now on the daily time frame, what do you see on the daily time frame? On the daily time frame, we can see that what price started a bearish storyline. Let me remove this one so that you will not get confused. Price started a bearish storyline from here. You can see the rejection. Can you see that? Price started what? A bearish storyline from there. Not only there, we also have another one from here. You can see the rejection from here before price dump. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are
Yes,
you
we are
with
with
me?
you. We are with you.
Yes, we are
Very
with you.
good. Yeah, you can mute your mic now. Thank you very much. Now, price started a bearish storyline. Price also started a bearish storyline. Price also started a bearish storyline. It never end. Now, if price started a bearish storyline on the daily time frame, this is our obstacle. Remember, this is what is pushing price now to come to our weekly entry before we start what? Buying. Remember, now if daily time frame has started what? A bearish storyline. The daily time frame has started a bearish storyline. Where will be your daily time frame target? The daily time frame as well. The daily time frame will be your what? Your target. Now, this is a key level. Let's say that is our what? Our target. That is our what? Our target. But guess what? What happened after this rejection? Price broke it. Price did what? Price broke it. Say no, I don't want to work under you, to break you. And then that's how price did what? Price broke that level. Now, after price broke that level, meaning that we are what? Approaching the weekly what? Key level. Am I making sense? Am I making sense? Now, since we are approaching the weekly key level, we can still start looking for the sell. The daily now is bearish. Should be the get now. The daily is what? The daily is bearish. Huh? The daily is bearish. Don't worry. I think I will have to make use of the last OCL rather. I will have to make use of the last OCL. I'm sorry. Let me make use of the last OCL because price already mitigate this one. I think this one is more stronger than the first one. Even if I make ESF, price still miss it, so I'll just use it. All right. Now, price has broken this level. So since price has broken that level, meaning that the daily is what? Bearish. But remember I said that not every day that is bearish, or not every week that is bearish, that you will look for the buy. There are some week that you will look for the sell. Just like what I'm explaining now. A bullish storyline for the weekly time frame, yet you are looking for the sell on the daily time frame. Please mute your mic. That is how it is. That is how it what? It is. The daily is bearish. What are we going to look at for? Obstacle. The obstacle that price is rejecting from here, if it gives us a confirmation, then we will buy what? To target what? It's just a simple math. It's just what? A simple math. Now, daily is bearish. We will now go down to the 4-hour time frame. The 4-hour time frame is where you get your what? Your obstacle. Where is your obstacle in this scenario? This is an obstacle. This is an obstacle. This is an obstacle. You see, we still have an obstacle from here. We have a lot of obstacle. But guess what? Price rejected this obstacle. Can you see? Price did what? Rejected that obstacle. Can you see the mitigation? So it doesn't look like I'm forcing it. Price did what? Rejected that obstacle, but there was no confirmation. This candle was supposed to give us a confirmation. The next candle was supposed to give us a confirmation, but there was no confirmation. Rather, what did price do again? What did price do again? Price rejected what? The current 4 hour key level, the 4 hour V shape. Can you see that rejection? Can you see this rejection? Price did what? Rejected this key level. There was still no confirmation too after the rejection, because we will say 4 hours reject 4 hours and 1 hour did what? Gave us a confirmation. But unfortunately, 1 hour still did not give us the confirmation. Guess where, when we got the confirmation, this green candle gave us what? The confirmation. The green candle did what? Gave us the confirmation. Let's go to the line chart so that you see. Can you see here? This is just, I am on the 4 hour time frame mode. This is not where I am supposed to get the confirmation, but I'm just showing you assistance. You can see price broke there. Now let's go back to the 4 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame, which is the place where we'll get confirmation from. Let's see if we have a breakout. Let's see if we have a breakout. Can you see? We have this what? This breakout. Can you see that? We have this breakout. We have this breakout. We have this breakout. Guess what price did? Came back for entry. Now, because I am following 4 hour structure, 4 hours reject 4 hours. I can do, okay, since 4 hours is rejecting 4 hours, let me target 4 hours key level. But if I want to do, oh, 4 hours is rejecting 4 hours, 4 hours is rejecting 4 hours, so I will target the daily key level, that daily high. That, waiting they worry my network, kilo day. What is wrong? My network is better. What's in the happen? What's going on? What's going on? My network is better. Sure. Oh. Somebody just unmute yourself and say something if you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you clearly.
Sure. I don't know what happened just now. I don't know what happened.
Maybe she just try to reload.
I don't know what happened. See, some of these things I can't really. All of a sudden, it just stopped working. I think there was a time my PC just stopped, just off while I am on a class. Why? Ah, God, some kind of things. You go just think, say, I've been a village people they follow. I'm crying. That's fine. That's fine. So we just abandon it. We just abandon it. Just wait. So, oh God of Israel, lights don't come. You know, still work. Oh. Yeah, you know, still work. Oh. I told you I will call you back now. And now my network don't go bad. Shy. She can't think be all these ones now. Please, can you people hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So the weekly is what the day 4 hours is what is bullish and it has given us a breaker. Guess what happened? We have a drop, then we have a buy. Price even target. If you watch that video, that one I made, you will notice what I'm talking about. So I was talking about 4 hours target. Let's say I want to target 4 hours now because I've already gotten my entry and I want to target 4 hours. Guy, waiting with this. I've already got my entry and I want to target what 4 hours key level because that is the target. But if I say I want to target daily what's it called key level because we are having this reversal because of that daily key level. So I can do something like this. I can target it and I will get one to what 12. But let's say I want to target my 4 hours, what's it called, 4 hours key level, then I'm done because the daily is bearish, so we just have to follow the rules. You understand? Since daily is bearish and I'm doing counter trending, I just have to follow the rules, and I'll still get 1 to 5. Notice this square. Are you with me? Notice this square. We still get our stuff, and that is it. Okay. Let's pick some, just pick any fresh pair, or maybe we should just do top down analysis. I don't know, somebody should pick anything or suggest what we should do next. Top down analysis, or we should do a fresh pair, then I'll repeat something what I have said so far.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, I can hear you.
I mean, I thought you were on good. I just continue on good.
Yes, I'm on good. I'm still on good.
I just continue on good. I mean, I have a bias on good. You know, so if I have an entry, but then once we have it's the same thing. I'm bullish on good, but let me see where you are. I'm
Okay,
curious. So,
we should just do a top down analysis then. Well, let's see what I have. Okay. The only thing different from what is happening on gold now is if gold decides to start the bullish storyline as from next week, let's say you open like this and start buying and start buying. Let's say price does do something like this or price does do something like this. That is what might happen if what's it called, the weekly time frame decides to start buying. Because why? The bearish storyline never started from anywhere. The bearish storyline never started from here, so we are not bearish in good. So what I just think price is just trying to grab liquidity, mitigate an area, and I am suspecting this area or the one I mark on the lower time frame. Or the one I mark on the lower time frame, then we can start the buy. This one. Are you with me? So I'm coming. Oh, I'm not done yet. Oh. Now this is a better level for the weekly time frame. You can see how it aligns. So this is a better level for the weekly time frame. I'm anticipating for price to drop to that level. Then we can continue the buy. If prevention price still needs to buy from there. Now the daily time frame, the daily is bearish. Listen to me. The daily is what? Is bearish. Now, since the daily is bearish, huh, we haven't started a bullish storyline yet. Price needs to reject a key level, but currently price is not rejecting a key level. So we can't say price is bullish. Are you with me? Price is still what? Bearish. Even though if let's say we go to the low, I've not go to the lower time from now, I'll go and check. Even though price did not give us a breakout from this rejection we currently have from here, even though price did not give us a breakout on the lower time frame, we are still what? We are still bearish. Because why? The bullish storyline never started from anywhere. Are you with me? The bully storyline never did what? Started from where? From anywhere. Correct? Now we've also got uh kind of liquidity from here. So this one is just a plus. This one is just a plus for us.
So, sorry, sorry for interrupting. Did you mean bullish or bearish? I don't understand.
Eh?
You were saying
I
something
said
about
bearish.
the bully. Oh,
I say we
well,
are still bearish. We are still bearish because price is not rejecting any key level. If the daily started a bearish storyline, the storyline should also end in that time frame that it started. This is the daily time frame. Bearish storyline has started on the daily time frame. It should also end on the what? On the daily what? Daily time frame. So it will end to become what? Bullish. But price is not rejecting any key level that will make it end unless the new day rejects this key level and give us a breakout to the upper side. Then we can say, okay, daily has now what started a bullish storyline because it's what rejecting this key level. Am I making sense now?
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the logic.
Okay.
I've just,
So we are still bearish. Even if this candle that is rejecting this key level did not give us this breakout, we are still bearish. Are you with me? We are still bearish. Now, let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. Let's see if there's a breakout to the lower time frame. Of course, there is no breakout to the lower time frame. Ah,
sorry to interrupt you, but I was considering this place on the right,
eh?
this place on the right, this place where price, price rejected, I think somewhere around the daily, and then I consider this 4-hour breakout on the right
Uh,
here.
okay. On the
That
right.
was it.
On the daily time
Yeah,
frame or this particular time frame.
if you go to the daily,
Okay. On the right.
yeah. So I was hoping um because of this whole transaction here on the left and this
Mm.
downside on the left where we have this OC daily rejecting OCL here. And I felt
Mm.
this last red candle that dropped and rejected, and then the
Mm.
green candle that went above, gave like a breakout. Because isn't this red candle rejected from this OCL?
Okay, are you talking about this OCL?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No, okay. Now, if you watch those 3 videos I sent out, I usually send to people that wants to learn from me. I said that I don't use OCL to start storyline. It is better I get
Well,
it from it is better I get it from a good confirmation like the what is it called? Um
V shape.
uh yes, V-shape, support and resistance. It is better I get it from all these levels. I don't know if you get me. It is better I
Yeah,
get it from all these levels than I using it like this. I don't consider it. You understand me? But if that is what you got, no problem. Everybody, I cannot be right 100% of the time. But it's just a rules I fix for myself. And I feel like, okay, it's working for me and I'm teaching you. But because trading is broad, what might work for me might not work for you. And what might work for you might not work for me. So if you think it's working, then no problem. So what we are saying is price is rejecting this OCL and we got a breakout to the upper side, correct? And we got a breakout to the upper side, isn't it?
I was
Now,
considering that. I was considering that
okay,
daily V shape that was formed for next week. I was hoping that price will react from there on
okay,
the
no
daily.
problem, no
Yeah, so
problem.
that's what I was thinking. But regardless, though, I'll see. There's no harm in taking losses now.
Yeah, it's not we are still together because if you still look, I still think price will still drop. This V shape now is empty. Let's assume now that we are bullish on the daily time frame. Let's assume now that we are bullish on the daily time frame. Price will take out this low to mitigate here. What will cause this drop? An obstacle. This is an obstacle. This is an, let's see what is formed on the daily time frame. This is a support and resistance. Let me refine it to here. A support and resistance. So price can do something like this. Price can do something like this before the drop. Or price can reject this A shape rather. And then it will align with this what? This. So it will now look like this A-shaped level right here is what is pushing price down. So from here, we can still get something to look at for the what? For the day. But I am not trading on Monday. That is why God will save me from anything that will happen on that day. I am not doing what? I will not trade. Even if I have to trade, I will have to wait until New York time so that I will know what I'm doing. You understand? So I will know what I'm doing. So this one will be what will sponsor this to this level. Since I said the weekly has not started a bullish storyline, if I say the weekly has not started a bullish storyline, that means this place will push price down. The upcoming week, the upcoming days can just reject this key level and drop down. So this one will be our obstacle for this sale that is currently happening now. This sale that is currently happening now, this one will be our target, because I said if the weekly starts a storyline, the daily, if the daily starts a storyline, the daily will be what? Our target. Will still be our obstacle rather, anyone. So we are still in the same page. This one will do this. So rather reject here, because this one has already started rejecting. You can reject this one, drop down, we still have something. So if you reject here and give us a breakout, we'll look for it on the 5-hour time frame, then we'll go to what? Our buy. Same logic, the same logic. The same logic. The same logic. So this one will become our engagement, our liquidity, and then what? We buy. Look, I just refine now. Let me clear this. I just refine now. Just refine now. You can see we still have this level to be used. So I can just do something like this. No, I'm not selling. So I'm not buying, sorry. Until price reject it and give us. I'm not buying until price reject it and give us a breakout. So 4 hours can give us, okay. Yeah. So I don't want to confuse you. If daily reject this key level and give us a breakout on the 4-hour time frame, 4 hours can also reject this same key level and give us a breakout too. So those two time frame can reject this key level. I don't know if the grammar I'm speaking is too high or it's too much. I don't know. But I've given you an overview of what I am looking at for. The weekly is bearish or the weekly is bullish. We are looking for the target for price to come mitigate here. This can be our inducement or liquidity. We can expect price to continue to drop. Let me see something. Okay, we can see something like this. We can see something like this in the upcoming days. Then a weak mitigation from that place, so it will create an OCL for us. Something like this. Don't mind my candle, I don't know why. So it can create an OCL for us. Then if price mitigates here, give us a breakout, we start looking for the buy again. But no, don't worry, yeah. If on Monday doesn't give us what we want, on Tuesday we must give us what we want, on Wednesday must give us what we want, on Thursday must give us 2 trade a week, 1 trade, 3 trade a week. Depend. So far say you eat TP, that is the most important thing. Yeah. No need to struggle about it. So I said I will share Kiro USD with us together. Obina sent us Obina sent us Euro USD. So let's look at Euro USD together. Euro USD is a very nice stressful pair. It's a very nice stressful pair. So let's start with this. I said if the weekly is, I'm on the weekly time frame now. If the weekly is bullish, if the weekly is bullish, if the weekly started a bullish storyline, where would be your target? Weekly key level will be your target. This one, this one, this one. And price is currently what? Rejecting one. Am I making sense to you? Oh, I think I did a, what is it called? I can't remember, but I think I did the live session with somebody when I said this week we buy, then we sell. I don't know if maybe it's Obina or I don't know. So we had this rejection from this key level. We had this rejection from this key level. What happened on the daily time frame? The daily time frame did not actually give us a normal breakout that we are supposed to look out for, like something like this. It did not give us this kind of breakout. It only gave us what? A right hand what? A right hand break. And that's what we have right here. Can you see that? Can you see that? Now, the weekly bullish storyline has now what? We cannot say it has what? It has ended. Eh? It has what? It has ended. Now let's say, oh, this is the breakout we are looking for, not this breakout. This is the breakout we are looking for, not this breakout. But because we have gotten this, the chances of price for selling for us is 50%. Let's say the chances of price selling is 50%. Okay, let's just take it like that too. The chances of price selling is what? 50%. Now let's go back to the daily time frame. If you look at the weekly time frame, you can see that price did what? Broke a support level after rejecting that one. So our 50%, was kiniko 50% kilo day, 50% sell bias has now increased to, let's say, 70. Let's say 70. Now look now, because this is the last pair I'm going to analyze before I end the live. Look now, we now have this, meaning that the upcoming week we have to reject one of this level. Either here, either here, either here or here or here. That brings us back to our what? Diagram. Either here or here or here. Now, what price did? Rejected this one. I don't already stamp for the buy since for this level to sell Euro USD. I just went out to the daily time frame and I know what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? I just did something like this. It's very, very simple. I just did something like this. Simple. I did the live session with somebody. I don't know. It should be Obina or the new guy, Davison, where I said, here will be our liquidity, or here will be our liquidity. And price will take it out, react from this level and drop. I don't know who I did that live with. But there's no issue with that. There's no issue with that. Let's go back to our weekly time frame. Price rejects here and did what? And did the dropping. Okay, so now let's talk about what? The upcoming what? The upcoming week. Now, before we talk about the upcoming week, let's talk about the previous week, because it's from the previous week we will know what we are doing in the upcoming week, isn't it? So now, the weekly time frame is now rejecting this time frame, this key level. Let's see if we have a breakout, a right hand break or something. Let's see if we have what? A breakout. Or we don't have a breakout. So there's no breakout, but I still stand that the week is bearish. Why? Is because we have that rejection. Open and close is here. Open and close is here. So anticipating for price to to
Sorry to
work
interrupt.
here. Eh?
Sorry to interrupt. Well, you haven't spoken much about this confirmation. You have only said
I cannot even look for the buy because we have sorry, I cannot look for the buy on the weekly time frame because we have not met the weekly target. If weekly started a bearish storyline, just like as we just said, then weekly will be our target, isn't it? All these ones are our target, isn't it? So therefore, we cannot even be looking for the buy unless say magic can happen or there is a what there is a maybe news or something, but we cannot look for the buy. But I think price can reject the OCL, this OCL and drop. Now, if price needs to reject this OCL, then we have to look for zone within this. We have to refine a zone within this what? This kill this what's it called? Oh, the week don't open no kilo day. Wow, the week
what
has
I was trying to
opened.
say. What I
Eh?
was trying to say actually. What I was trying to say actually is you haven't spoken much. This right hand confirmation you just talked about now is new to me. You understand? You mentioned few things. You have mentioned about I think two. The first one is candle close, and the second one is candle close. First one was actually just the normal um like break of structure.
Yeah.
It's called a change of character. So hold on, every day, chat, every day. So this right hand, whatever you call it, right hand close or something. It's new to me. It's strange actually. So yeah, regardless.
Price for me, I think price will drop. Price will drop, but I just can't get that particular level where price will drop. Uh, Price will drop. This is 10 o'clock now. Price just open. So before, let's see if price will reject this key level before London session. If price reject this key level, then that means there is a push from here, and we'll start looking for the sell. We'll target this one first because this is the daily time frame. We just do daily targets daily, but our major target is where the weekly target, because why? The weekly target has not been met. So we just take it as liquidity. If you can hold to this level, you hold. If you can hold to this one, you hold. But just like what I said, let's see if price will do what? Reject the skill level the whole of the day. If it doesn't reject it, then we switch buyers. That's just how it's going to be. But for the daily is bearish. Remember, daily is what? The daily is bearish because why? The daily is rejecting what? The daily is rejecting this key level, support stone resistance. Can you see? The daily is rejecting this key level, and the 4 hours gave us a breakout. The 4 hours gave us this breakout, and the 4 hours gave us that breakout. That's the only thing I see. The chart, what is it called? That other guy, what's this guy's name? Is it Davison? Optimist. The chart, the guy dropped. There was a
Um,
rejection from this. There was a rejection from this key level. I don't know. That broker is very, very. I can't really tell, but there was rejection from here. So the rejection is from the 4 hour time frame. So if 4 hours rejecting 4 hours, we also have a breakout. So everything. The rejection is from the 4 hour time frame. So if 4 hours rejecting 4 hours, we also have a breakout. So everything still screams set. But just like what I said, let's see how the Asian session play. If you break here, come down, then we'll start looking for the sell. Target the what? Daily what? Key level. If we break here to the upper side, we can do otherwise. But I think maybe not trading tomorrow would be a better best option for me, or waiting till New York time would be a better best option for me. That's what I think. Obina, you were saying something. I hope I did not like how am I going to put it? I hope I did not shun you down.
which broker are you using?
I use forex.com.
Okay.
Which one I use now?
I use FS.
Okay,
Do you
FSCM.
even take time? Do you even take time?
Eh?
Do you play time? Because sometimes when I see a good level, I just take it that the rest of what the whole time is. But the internet is still 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and then I stop trading.
Are you talking about the opening session?
Uh, Not really, I'm not talking about time because you have been talking about London session and Mexican session. Let's say like it's like
I don't look at time anymore. I'm wondering if you take time.
Please look at time. Look at the time. You can mostly what I do mostly I look at 4 hours because I enter trade. I look at 4 hours. If 4 hours close, then I do something. If 4 hours doesn't, I come. Let me just say I come on the charts every four hours close. What is it called? Asian session just open now 10. All right. Now the first 4 hours of today or tomorrow will be our Asian time. Then I will come in the next 4 hours, 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock a.m. Then until these 4 hours or the next 2 4 hours close, the next 2 4 hours close, that is the only time I'll be on the chart. This is for the what London session. Then the next 2 4 hours is for the New York. Abi no be so. 8, 16, 24. We have New York from here. So the New York will start exactly by 2 p.m. Nigerian time. That's when the New York will start. So please look at time. This is the time I come on the shuttle, but you can use opening time and the rest. But the 4 hours, these are the time that price will close. Price can close from here now. I will come and make decision that okay, 4 hours has closed. I think 4 hours will drive here, then we'll buy. That is how I'll do it. You understand? But like I said, the way I do it doesn't mean that you must do it that way. You should have your own decision of your. You understand? So let's see what happened. Let's see what happened during the week. I will now we go dey drop updates and I will just remind you and say, okay, so wetin I talk for here, so wetin price later do, and so on and so forth. You understand? So I'm going to end it now because the life has stopped. It's already 1 hour now.